Hey everybody, it is Jackie Purcell and I'm coming to you from Alaska's weather source, and we're going to be seeing some of our photos that have been sent in by you, our viewers. So that is a very nice thing, and we always love to see those photos, and this is a great place that we can also get them in when they don't make it on television or we don't get enough time to either talk about them or even show you them on television. So we'll get started right here. We'll first look at a couple of things like the satellite and radar imagery. As far as the forecast, we're going to be seeing, well, let's get to that. How do we do that? There we go, from this. As far as our beautiful sundog in Prudhoe Bay. So thank you so much, Megan, for sending that in. You can see that beautiful blue sky. They are gaining daylight, as are many parts of the state of Alaska. So there is something to celebrate. And you know what happened also today? Spring equinox. So how lovely is that? I wanted to show you this beautiful shot of the aurora. It was just exploding into the Noorvik area, and it was just after midnight when that happened, and also it was just below zero. So Lainey Sheldon was contending with some cold temperatures. It looks like the temperatures are going to stay cold in the western side of the state, but otherwise the nights are still dark enough to see some of these Lake Louise lights. This is the aurora, the northern lights over the Lake Louise area, so that was very nice. Ken, thank you so much for sending that in. You just have to, be lucky at times to be able to see some of that. Now let's get into what was going on earlier this month. On March 14th, the Thursday night, that was when we had kind of two cool things happening at once. It was the lunar eclipse, and then the aurora was coming out. So a lot of our viewers were sending us some really nice shots of that. This is the aurora as well as the eclipse from Wainwright. So thank you to Simon Agovluk for sending that in. It was just at that point that the moon looked so red, and it's often referred to as a blood moon. So thank you so much for sending that in, Simon. And from Fort Yukon, Melanie Herbert also getting a look at the moon amongst a really cool auroral display. You can see some of the foothills off in the distance, off on the left-hand side of your screen. But the moon kind of making it just over the trees there in the star field. It was pretty brilliant, where you had a nice chance to view all of that action. Well, they were setting up their telescope to do just that, and waiting for the show to start in Sitka. Gabby and GJ Kelly, thank you for sending in that shot. And our own Alaska News Source crew, they were waiting on the finishers in the Iditarod, and it was clear skies. They saw the lunar eclipse from Nome. So yeah, thanks to our crew for being up that evening. Also from St. Michael, Burnell Pete, a beautiful view of the lunar eclipse. That's a very close-up shot. So we have some more really nice photos to share with you. This is also a shot of a kind of looks like a pastel painting almost, with the moon right there in that band of aurora. This is out of Utqiagvik. So Kane Hobson, thank you so much for sending that in. And then out of the North Pole area, Deborah Reeves catching the moon just above the tree line there, as well as the aurora, some of those stars in the background in the clouds, not too thick. So it was really a nice opportunity to see some of those, well, not every day you see a lunar eclipse with the aurora. And this was another shot of the aurora as well as the eclipse from Virginia Bolt. So great that some of our viewers can stay up late and have great cameras. So thank you so much for sharing all of your photos and videos as well. And it's really great if you take it in landscape mode, not vertical up and down with your phone, but rather turn it on its side into landscape mode so it'll fill the entire screen. Patrick Albert sending us this photo of the Alaska Railroad. So a lot of times they are dealing with heavy snows. It looks like there is some snow along that part of the railway, but I'm sure they're very much able to handle it. And the Bristol Bay Twilight, thank you to Lindsay Asplund for sending that in. We have a lot of beautiful photos to share with you, of course, and we want to make sure that you can send those to us. And we mentioned again that sundog. We'll just end right where we started. A beautiful sundog out of Prudhoe Bay. That just gives you a nice shot of, you know, what we're dealing with, and that is increasing amounts of daylight. The spring equinox happening Thursday today in the across the state of Alaska at 1:01 a.m. So that comes from the vernal equinox, and ver means